Join me for dinner at the Unlucky Nugget Saloon. Hi everyone, how's life, and welcome back to another one of my videos. So yes, for the Halloween season at Disneyland Paris, the Lucky Nugget Saloon in Frontierland has been transformed into the Unlucky Nugget Saloon, which sounds a little bit creepy, but also very cool. I mean, you can see by the appearance of the restaurant, just from the outside, you've got the Un added to the Lucky Nugget Saloon. You've got some kind of spooky decoration going on, and it really feels like some ghosts may have taken over this restaurant here in Frontierland. But the cool thing is that whatever they've done to turn this restaurant into the Unlucky Nugget Saloon, they've also brought some new food items with them. So you can see over here, we've got 3 new menus at the Unlucky Nugget Saloon. I love all the details. The first one is called the Haunted Nuggets, which is Lucky Nugget crispy chicken with cheddar cheese sauce and sweet chili sauce, served with French fries and sweet potato fries or side salad. And then the second menu is called the Burger of the Manor. This one is a pulled chicken burger, caramelized onions, black garlic sauce, Doritos, bacon, lettuce, and pepper jack cheese, served with French fries and sweet potatoes or side salad again. And then this last one over here is called the New Pital Doom Bagel. That looks pretty interesting. Now this one is a black bagel, beef patty, Gouda cheese, pesto, pickled red onion, black currant mayonnaise, and avocado cream sauce, again served with fries or salad. But yeah, very exciting looking new menu here. Price-wise for all 3 of them, it's 30 euros. And they also have a new kids menu over here, priced at 16 euros. They're also offering a new tea time here at the Unlucky Nugget Saloon between the hours of 15 o'clock and 17:30. And we're going to try that out in a separate video. But tonight, it's all about having a spooky dinner at the Unlucky Nugget Saloon. So without further ado, let's head in. One thing you should know about the Lucky Nugget Saloon and the Unlucky Nugget Saloon is that you can't get reservations for it. It's walk-ups only. And generally, it becomes very busy during peak dinner and lunchtime. So between the hours of around 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. can be quite busy, and for lunch normally from around 1 to 3 p.m. So if you don't want to have to wait too long before you're seated, then I would recommend trying to avoid those hours. For instance, right now it's about 6:30 p.m. and there's only about 3 or 4 families in front of me, and we've just been given the menu in case we want to have a deeper look at it. But I'm pretty sure that tonight I'm going to be getting the bagel burger. But listen, if I end up enjoying the atmosphere enough, then I might come back and try the other 2 menus as well. Also, look at all the details. Even the sign here has the Un added to it, the Unlucky Nugget. And it looks like for your dessert, you get to choose from the sundae or the Madame Leota dessert, which is called the Fortune Teller's Temptation, or a third option, which is the ghostly fruit salad. So if I end up coming here a couple of times, I might be able to try all 3 desserts too. Just stepped in, and again, look at the details there. It says, "Welcome to our joyous celebration." I have a suspicious feeling that it's not going to be quite so joyous, but we shall have to wait and see. And the way this restaurant works is that when you first come in, you order, then you get seated, and they'll bring your food to you. So it's a little bit like Nando's, if you're familiar with that. Once you pay at the counter, you just wait until you're seated. And I've already had a glimpse at the restaurant, and it looks incredible. But whilst I'm waiting, I also wanted to show you the cocktail menu, because they've got some new specialty Halloween drinks here as well. They have a mocktail, a cocktail, and then a special beer. Look at this. I'm already spotting Melanie's cake, wedding cake right in the middle. They also have some cobwebs everywhere. Wow. Honestly, the decor is really impressive so far. The atmosphere, the lighting, the projections, and we are going to have a look at everything in more detail later on. For now, it's time to get sat, and wow, phenomenal view here. Honestly, I'm blown away already. The details, the projections, the lighting, everything just feels so cool. I mean, even the napkins here, they're themed to the Phantom Manor. And we've got this little light. This place looks so cool. Look at all these cobwebs here. Anywhere I look, I spot some new details. And I know that Melanie's portrait is over there too. We've also got the piano from Phantom Manor. Wow, this is amazing. And it seems like something's about to happen. I just heard the phantom laugh, but we are in fact here for dinner, so the food is also part of the experience. And as you can see, I have got my bagel burger here with me now, which looks amazing. Looks like there's quite a lot of avocado cream in the middle of the bagel, quite a lot of fries, and it's a mix of regular fries and sweet potato fries. You can also get salad if you would prefer that. And then inside it, there's a lot going on. Some salad, some cabbage, some cheese, green cheese. I am really looking forward to not only trying this burger, but also enjoying it whilst having this really cool, spooky view. And it looks like the Phantom is playing some piano over there. I can hear him. It really is a spooky, fun atmosphere here. Without further ado then, let's test this out. I have to say the bun feels cold. I would have preferred if it was warmer, but the burger still looks really cool, so I am still really excited about trying it. That first bite was very flavorful actually. I can taste the avocado cream quite a bit. There seems to be some kind of garlic sauce in there as well. I'm loving the cheese. Let's keep going though. Yeah, this is a good burger. Quite messy. I mean, generally any bagel burger is going to be quite messy, but it does taste good. The fries are also really nice actually. I like the fact that there's a mix of regular fries and sweet potato fries as well. Well, I've just finished my burger and the fries and it was delicious. A really nice meal. I would recommend it. I would happily get it again. The burger had so much flavor to it, as I mentioned. The blackcurrant mayonnaise was, I think, what I first tasted actually, and I wasn't sure exactly what it was, but then the avocado cream, there was so much of it as well. If you love avocado like I do, you're going to enjoy it. So yeah, overall, I would say a very nice meal. The only slight note that I have is that there was just too much bread. So the bread to meat ratio wasn't quite right, which is why I've got so much bread left on my plate. Love that the spooky "Here Comes the Bride" song comes on from time to time. But just like that, my dessert has arrived. I decided to go for the Tombstone Sundae, recommended by one of the cast members, and this is a vanilla flavored sundae with black popcorn and chocolate sauce or blackcurrant sauce. And it looks pretty well presented. I'm particularly interested about the black popcorns on top. So without further ado, let's give this a go. I think I want to try one of the popcorns first. There you go, this is what it looks like. Let's go. I'm trying to figure out what the flavor of the popcorn is. To me, it tastes more salted than sweet. To be honest, I think it's mainly there for the crunch factor, and it is pretty good. The rest is just a sundae with blackcurrant sauce, so yeah, not a bad dessert overall. And I would say actually quite substantial, so I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to finish it. With that being said though, I am done with my first meal here at the Unlucky Nugget Saloon, but stay tuned because I definitely will be back a couple of more times hopefully so that I can try the other two menus as well. For now, I wanted to have a closer look at the stage here because there is just so much to look at. So you've got Melanie's wedding cake right in the middle, and on top of it, it looks like it's meant to be kind of like a replica of the Phantom Manor facade. Of course, you have the piano here, which does play very spookily from time to time. On the other side, you've got a bunch of wedding presents for Melanie, and if you have a closer look, you can see even more details. So all the messages from the different guests for the bride and groom. For instance, this one says, "May you always know unbridled joy from Lavina." But there's honestly so many more that you could spend a long time looking at them. And even if you look up close, above the wedding cake, there's a little sign that says, "Happily Never After," which, again, nobody really wants that on their wedding day. Melanie's portrait over there as well is actually animated, so you might spot her moving from time to time. There you go. She just blinked. So cool. And the Phantom has just appeared. This is actually phenomenal. One of the best things I've seen Disneyland Paris or any Disney park do, in fact, for a long time. Truly, I could spend hours, and in fact, I have spent quite a bit of time here just looking at all the details everywhere. I mean, even the piano, of course, you got the notes there, and then on top of the piano, you've got some old photos of the Ravenswood family. The details are unbelievable, and there is just so much of them everywhere you look. So if you're a Phantom Manor fan especially, you are going to love it. And you can see from the chandelier up there to the decor everywhere around the restaurant, the tables, the little lanterns they have going on. It is honestly so well themed. Now, I am going to leave you with a lovely rendition of the wedding song on the piano. Awesome was that. Truly, I have been so impressed with my experience here tonight at the Unlucky Nugget Saloon. And like I said, I am hoping to come back a couple of more times to try the rest of the menu, if only for an excuse to just be able to be here and experience this incredible atmosphere that they've created. Well done, Disneyland Paris. But for now, it's time to slowly but surely leave the Unlucky Nugget Saloon, and I'll give you my final thoughts outside. And I was in there long enough that it's actually now 8:30 p.m. I think I was start at around 6:45 p.m. So almost 2 hours. But now that it's gotten dark, I can show you the outside of the Unlucky Nugget Saloon with all the incredible spooky projections on it as well. I don't know about you, but to me, it looks even cooler right now. But before we end this video, I'm actually going to head towards Phantom Manor because a lovely cast member called Laura gave me this fast pass for it earlier. So I feel like it would be rude not to use it. And look at that. The moon looks quite spooky behind the clouds. The actual Phantom Manor facade looks incredible, even though they do have some refurbishment walls up here. And on the way to Phantom Manor, I'm going to leave you with my thoughts on the other 2 menu options. So, Future Sam, take over. So on my second visit to the Unlucky Nugget Saloon, I got the Haunted Nuggets, and these are Lucky Nuggets, crispy chicken with cheddar cheese sauce and sweet chili sauce. I thought these were fine. They weren't anything exciting. I definitely preferred that first burger, but the chicken was surprisingly not dry. It just lacked any flavor in my opinion. Even the cheese sauce didn't add much to it. But I will say if you like sweet sauce, then the chili sauce that comes with it is quite nice actually. For my second dessert, I decided to go for the Fortune Teller's Temptation. This is passion fruit flavored mousse, caramel insert and sponge in a white chocolate shell with crushed almonds and caramelized hazelnuts, and this was actually really nice. Not only does it look very cool and goes really well with the theming of this restaurant, but it actually tasted nice as well. It was definitely more interesting than my sundae earlier. Back again the next day, and this time I got the burger of the Manor, which is pulled chicken burger, caramelized onions, black garlic sauce, Doritos, bacon, lettuce and pepper jack cheese. And it even has the outline of Phantom Manor on the buns, as you can see. Also the buns are purple. Overall, I think this is my favorite of the 3 menus. The burger was really well balanced. I love the garlic sauce, and the pulled chicken actually tasted really nice as well. There was also quite a lot of it. I say if you're coming to the Unlucky Nugget Saloon, go for either the burgers and skip the chicken nuggets. I also tried the ghostly fruit salad for my dessert this time, and this is basically a fruit salad with blood orange and candy floss. This was good. Nothing too special in my opinion, and the candy floss made everything a little bit too sweet for me. So I'd probably choose either of the other 2 desserts over this. Well, I hope the other 2 menus at the Unlucky Nugget Saloon were just as good as the one that I had tonight, but look at this view. You can see the moon behind the clouds, behind the trees, Phantom Manor, the projections. Wow, we really do have one of the best haunted mansion rides here in Disneyland Paris. You've all seen me on this ride plenty of times before, so I'm not going to make this video any longer, but I did want to give you my final thoughts on the Unlucky Nugget Saloon at Disneyland Paris. So this overlay is on for the entire Halloween season at Disneyland Paris, and I, for one, really enjoyed it. I feel like if you love Phantom Manor, if you love Disney parks and details especially, then even if you're not the biggest fan of the food, you are going to enjoy it, because at 30 euros, I can see why for some people it might be expensive, especially if you're paying for a bunch of people, if you're a big family. However, think of it as 30 euros for the full experience, not just for the food. And for me, the experience was the main thing. The food was great, don't get me wrong, but the actual details, everything we saw on that stage, the projections, the animated portrait of Melanie Ravenswood, that's what made it worth it for me. And like I said, I loved it enough that I went back, hopefully, 2 more times. But if you have visited Disneyland Paris during the Halloween season and experienced the Unlucky Nugget Saloon, I would love to hear your comments down below. If you haven't visited though, I hope that this video was helpful and informative for you. And if you'd like to see more content like this, then you can subscribe to the channel. It's free to do so. You can also follow me on Instagram. I do plenty of videos, loads of Disneyland Paris content, all the other Disney parks worldwide, and even a Disney cruise series coming up very soon. So if you're interested in any of that, I would appreciate you subscribing. But I want to take this opportunity to, Big on a Mountain. Oh, I love it. I love Frontierland in the dark. But yeah, I want to take this opportunity to not only thank you, but also give a massive shout out to my lovely Patreon members and my YouTube members. You guys are amazing. And with that being said, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to go on Phantom Manor now. See ya.